In a gripping turn of events on Coronation Street, the truth about Joel Deering, Callum Lill, is finally coming to light, thanks to an unexpected confession from Betsy Swain, Sidney Martin. As tensions in Weatherfield reach boiling point, it becomes clear that neither D.S. Swain, Vicky Myers, nor Dee Dee Bailey, Chanique Sterling Brown, are the ones to take Joel down. It's Betsy, Swain's own daughter, who bravely steps up to expose Joel's sinister activities. The episode opens with a distraught Betsy wrestling with guilt over her involvement in Lauren Bolton's, Kate Fitton, early labor. Betsy had initially blackmailed Joel into keeping quiet about his shady dealings, using her knowledge as leverage to secure a financial payout. Joel, always one to manipulate a situation to his benefit, saw an opportunity in Betsy's desperation and persuaded her to buy labor-inducing drugs in exchange for cash. This cunning move served two purposes. It kept Betsy's silence secured and distanced him from direct involvement in obtaining the illegal pills, reducing his liability if the scheme came to light. However, things took a dark turn when Lauren's son Frankie fell seriously ill, pushing Betsy to the edge of her conscience. The weight of her actions became unbearable, and she decided that enough was enough. In a heartfelt and tearful conversation with her mother, D.S. Swain, and Carla Connor, Allison King, Betsy broke down and confessed everything. She admitted to her role in Joel's plot, revealing how she was coerced into buying the drugs that ultimately endangered Lauren and her baby's lives. D.S. Swain, though shocked and hurt by her daughter's involvement, knew this was the break she needed in her pursuit of justice against Joel. With this confession, Swain finally had the evidence to take down the man who had been slipping through the cracks of the legal system for far too long. Understanding the gravity of Betsy's statement, Swain took her daughter to the police station to give an official statement, knowing that this could be the key to putting Joel behind bars. Armed with Betsy's testimony and the damning evidence of a recorded phone call she had made to the medical company that provided the pills, D.S. Swain confronted Joel. In a tense interrogation scene, Swain laid out the charges against him. Joel, who had always been able to maintain a veneer of control and composure, was visibly rattled. For the first time, it seemed he realized that his carefully constructed facade was crumbling, and there was no escape from the consequences of his actions. Swain's confidence in confronting Joel was palpable. She informed him that he would be charged and that while he was out on bail, any violation of the conditions set would see him back behind bars immediately. The threat was clear, and Joel knew it. There was a brief moment when it seemed he might make a desperate bid for freedom. Back at his flat, he hastily packed a bag and appeared ready to flee Weatherfield altogether. But the weight of the situation, and the realization that attempting to run would only make things worse, ultimately kept him rooted in place. In the hospital, Dee Dee updated Lauren on the case's progress. Lauren, still reeling from everything that had happened, listened intently as Dee Dee explained that while Joel wasn't completely out of the picture yet, the walls were closing in on him. Betsy's brave confession and the subsequent police action were major steps in the right direction. For Lauren, knowing that the man who had manipulated and endangered her was finally being held accountable was a bittersweet victory. Back at the police station, Betsy, though visibly shaken, stood firm. Her decision to come forward not only helped the investigation, but also set her on a path to redemption. As for D.S. Swain, her feelings were a complex mix of professional satisfaction and personal anguish. The case was moving forward, but at the cost of her daughter's involvement. As the week's events unfold, the question on everyone's mind is whether Joel will finally face the justice he so richly deserves. With Betsy's testimony and the mounting evidence against him, his days of evading the law seem numbered. But in the world of Coronation Street, nothing is ever straightforward. Viewers will have to stay tuned to see if Joel finally pays for his crimes, or if there are more twists and turns to come before justice is truly served.